Hello everyone, my name is Devin and welcome to Spin Strong. This is the last installment in our series Work Your Way to Winter Guard, and today we are focusing on our lower bodies. Our glutes, our hamstrings, our quads, our calves. There are so many major muscle groups that we utilize in this activity, so of course we are going to spend a lot of time on them today. With this being the last video in this series, I wanted to say another thank you to everybody who's been sharing and subscribing and following along with me the past few weeks. It has been super fun to work on these videos. I hope they've been helpful to you, and I can't wait to get started on more projects in the upcoming year. With that being said, no equipment is needed. Let's get started. Starting in parallel, arms come up to your hips. We're going to just start with some easy marches in place. Bring your knees up to the sky, leg is bent, foot is pointed, getting our legs warm for what's ahead. Bringing your hands up over your head now, same thing. Now slowly with a flexed foot, begin by bringing your knee up through parallel and then opening up at the hip to then step back down before taking it to the other side. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Making sure you have enough space, we're going to start with our right foot coming down into a parallel forced arch before pushing back up into standing before switching then to the other side. The goal here is to make sure that your knee is in line with your ankle when you step down and that we're bringing our back knee parallel to the floor. Your back foot heel is going to come off the floor to make this happen. When you're at the bottom of this last arch, we're going to give these tiny pulses for 3, 2, and 1. Maintaining this low forced arch shape, begin by hinging the upper body slightly forward to extend the back leg to straight so we can be in a strong lunge position here, thinking of one long line being formed from the top of our head to the back foot. Keep your pelvis right where it is. Try not to lift up in order to make this shape happen. Think about pressing that tailbone and keeping it down low towards the ground. Last time, holding the lunge, begin simply micro-bending the back knee before pushing that leg back to straight for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushing back up to standing, let's take it all again on the other side. Stepping out with the left leg this time, making sure our knee is in line with our ankle as we step down and our back knee comes down to parallel with the floor. Holding it low, pulse it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying low, hinging forward from the waist, extending the back leg straight, keeping a flat back throughout this exercise. Last time here. Hold the back leg straight, micro bend in the back knee before finding a straight leg behind us. And we'll take it back up to standing. Coming now into this sequence, bringing your hands to your shoulders, elbows are wide, you're going to step back into a reverse lunge, much like our forced arch position, but this time you'll push back up to a parallel passe before turning out the leg, bringing it back to parallel, and then stepping back into that reverse lunge. We'll do that 4 times, but now before stepping back into the lunge, we're going to extend that leg straight back behind us, hinging at the hips, trying to make one long line from the top of our head to our foot before coming back into passe and then stepping back. Last time here, bringing your arms out to the side, pushing off that front leg, find a strong point in the foot before stepping back down, toe ball heel. Last one here, and now taking it to the other side. Hands come to shoulders, stepping back with the left foot this time into our reverse lunge, passe, turn it out, and back down. Adding in the extension behind us, make sure you're finding a point on the floor to spot as you transition down so we don't lose our balance. Last time here, strong pushes off the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Starting in second position turned out, make sure you have plenty of room. You're going to step back with your left foot to find a solid curtsy lunge before stepping out to come down into a lateral lunge, reaching towards your foot. When doing these curtsy lunges, make sure that the foot in front is staying turned out, the left heel is up, and that both legs are bending as low as they can before pressing back up into this lunge. Now taking it to the other side. In the lunge, you want to make sure you're stepping out far enough away from you so that the right leg is fully extended straight while the left leg is bent and staying turned out as you hinge your upper body forward. Now stay here in the lunges, switching it up from one side to the other for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finding your second position, taking it down to a plie, we're going to get a short pulse down as then your entire body will pivot off that right foot to find a dig to the left side of the room, back to second, and then to the right side of the room. Make sure you're turning in that back leg so that your shoulders, hips, and knees are facing the end zones. Closing your arms together in first position here as well. Find your second position back in the center. Let's finish with some low pulses to the floor, making sure our legs are still turned out and that our upper bodies are tall and stacked. Staying low, lift those heels up off the ground, pressing into the balls of your foot and down. Again, lift, hold, and down. Holding it this time, short pulses to the ground to finish it off for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the heels, lift straight to the ceiling, bringing the feet into parallel. Let's stretch it out. Taking it over to the right side. And then the left. One more time, back to center. Plie, roll it up, and let's get started on the next section. Coming down onto all fours, begin by lifting the left leg up behind you with a flexed foot before pulling that knee to our side and then lowering it back down. Taking this nice and slow, we are just warming up our glute muscles for the work that lies ahead. Last time here. Keeping the back leg bent towards the ceiling, begin by giving short pulses up while maintaining the leg to be in parallel. Extend that back leg straight, pointing the foot. We're going to slowly lower the leg, tapping the floor, and then reaching up back behind us before giving another short pulse with the extended leg. Keeping the leg straight at the top, let's finish it off with some short pulses for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down now onto the right elbow, turning out the leg, flexing the foot. We're going to start targeting the outer muscles of our glutes here by pulling in that heel towards us before extending the leg straight back up to the diagonal.
When everything's lost, they pick up their hearts and offensive face. Before it all starts, they suffer through.
Keeping the bent shape in that leg, begin with short pulses, bringing the leg in towards our midline while still targeting the outer glute muscles. Now we'll bring it back into our midline before adding a small pulse up towards the ceiling, and again. Pulse in, then pulse up. Pulse in, then pulse up. And now just the pulses up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend that same leg straight back behind you, pointed foot, drawing a large rainbow shape starting from behind us out to the sides in line with our hip. This is 2 and 1. Taking it to the other side, right foot comes up back behind you before coming over to our right hip and then placing it down underneath. Keep that bent leg behind us, short pulses to the sky for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now extending that leg, pointed foot, lower taps to the floor before a quick pulse on the up.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never
Keeping the leg up, short pulses for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down now onto that left elbow this time. Right leg bends, foot flexes, targeting the outer glute muscle by extending that leg behind us on the 45 and then pulling it in with that leg still turned out. Hold on to this shape, begin pulling the heel in towards our midline nice and easy before pulsing up to the sky. And now go ahead and add the pulse up before pulling it in towards our midline. Now just the pulses for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it out, extending that left leg back behind you before rainbowing it up and over to our side. This is 3, 2, and last time, 1. Nice job. Let's stretch it out. Bringing the right leg on top of that left knee, bring your body close to your legs. Go ahead and swivel just a little bit from side to side. And then again, same thing, other leg. Left leg comes up on top of your right knee. Just stretch it out, feeling it in our glutes. Alright, and when you're ready, let's get started on the last part of this video. Rolling down onto the floor, legs are wider than your hips, flex the feet, digging your heels into the ground. We're going to start with easy lifts from behind us. Up and down. Again, lifting up and down. Now, holding this position up, begin by pulsing the knees out further to the corners of the room while maintaining the pelvis to the sky. Bringing the hips down, bring your legs in to find parallel. Now pulling the right leg, flexed foot towards our chest, we're going to push up with the bottom leg while extending the right leg to the ceiling, lifting our hips up with us. Lifting up and back down. Again, pushing up and down. Now, as we bring it down one last time, you're going to shift the bottom of your foot to the upper diagonal and keep pressing that bottom leg straight out while holding the shape in our hips. Now let's switch it to the other side. Left leg comes up into our chest, foot is flexed. Begin by pressing up to the ceiling and back down. Hips come up with you to press up and back down. Transitioning now to that diagonal, keep the hips lifted, we're almost done. This is 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping it back down to the floor, legs come outside of our hips, feet are flexed. One more time, we're going to push our hips up and finish it out with 10 pulses. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down nice and slowly. Let's stretch it out. Roll it on up to a seated position. We're going to give our glutes one more little stretch, reaching out to the left side of the room. And then walk it on over to the right. And last time here, taking it over to center, and then rolling it up. Now let's open up those legs into a second position, reaching over to the right. Shoulders are facing the front of the room. And then taking it over on top of the leg. Staying low to the ground, reaching over to the left side on top of our leg. And then turning it up to face the front of the room. And lift it up. Nice and easy, let's take it over to the center, reaching out long in front of us, letting go of any tension in the legs. And now let's lean back, begin rocking the legs, bringing the knees in towards our center, and then rocking over to the other side. Very nice work, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys did great. Awesome job, everyone. If you've been following along with me throughout the entire series, I commend you for sticking it out and pushing through with me. Our activity is most certainly not an easy one, so I hope I've given you some ideas and helpful tools that will help you build your strength and endurance for the season ahead. I am super excited to see all of the performances in 2024. Winter Guard is definitely my favorite time of year, so I'm super excited to see all of your productions. As always, be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on the next video coming soon. And you can always follow us on Instagram at spinstrong_official, where we will help you spin your strongest. Bye!